Hello, I'm Luke Costantino, and today I'll be trying to sell a house to Dr. Martin. I'm representing a sales associate from OC Homes. Our products are very well built, higher end houses, and in this scenario, we've already talked on the phone and it's scheduled a meeting. And this meeting's for us to talk about houses and what makes them stand out. Now, for this, I'm going to be using the FFF and the trial use handling objective strategies, while I'm also using the direct closing strategy. Because trial use is pretty unrealistic when it comes to selling houses, I'll allow them an opportunity to view several of these houses rather than giving them a trial use to live in a house for a certain amount of time. Oh, Dr. Martin, it's great to see you.
Nice to see you.
How are you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. I was told by Jack that you and Sharon are expecting your first child soon.
Yes,
Is that correct?
we are.
It's very exciting news.
Yeah, we're very excited.
Well, it's good to hear. All right. Well, I'm just going to get into a little bit about myself because I know you talked to Jack over the phone. And I graduated from the University of Florida, and I've been working for OC Homes for a little bit over a year. And I was told by Jack that you also have a degree from UF. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's awesome. It's always great to meet another Gator. Now, let me tell you a little bit about OC Homes as a company. We're a very young company, only about 3 years old, and we have over 100 satisfied customers and a 5-star rating on Google Business. Our houses are designed according to the vision of the customer, and we work diligently with you to build the perfect house for you. Now, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you want a house with a nice yard for the kids and enough bedrooms for maybe a couple more down the road. Is that correct?
Yes, we're planning on expanding the family in the future.
Well, it's great to hear, especially because OC Homes, the majority of our projects are actually for young families and families that are expecting new families. And now, I'd really like to show you some pictures and talk about some ideas that I have for houses for you. How does that sound?
That sounds great. I'd like to see
Alright.
some.
Well, let's start off first with, I'm assuming you'd want a decent sized yard for your kid, be able to play around, play catch,
Yeah,
all that
it'd be
good
nice
stuff.
to have a big yard.
So I was thinking about maybe we could look at some of our properties on Roscoe Road. And Roscoe, if you don't know, is a road in Ponte Vedra Beach, and it goes north past the Sawgrass community, which I'm sure you've heard of.
Mm-hmm.
And the lots on Roscoe are pretty large. They're about an acre to 3 acres in size on average. And an acre is plenty of land, plenty of yard to raise a kid on. But
I've heard a lot about Roscoe.
it also has very close proximity to schools. There's a elementary school, preschool, middle school, high school, all within several miles. Great place to settle down and raise a family.
Yeah,
And,
that sounds like a great place.
Let me show you some pictures of some of our projects here. So here's this one. This one was put on 2 acres. It's not on the riverside, it's across the street though. But again, another great thing about Roscoe is if you're into boating, fishing, anything, Intercoastal Waterway's right there. Great fishing, great boating, it's a great place to raise a family. And
Yeah, we have a boat, so that would actually work out perfectly.
another benefit of Roscoe is that there's Winn-Dixie just right at the end of the road. Groceries are never really going to be a problem for y'all.
Sounds good.
And yeah, it's basically a great place to raise a family.
The only thing I'm concerned about is the price point. What was the price on that?
The houses on Roscoe go from about 250 to 500 on average.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. Is there anything else that may be less expensive?
Well, yeah, we can definitely get into other options, but something I want to make you understand is that a lot of people feel this way, and many of our past customers have had very similar concerns. And they found that the benefit in living in an area as advantageous as Roscoe Road is that the benefits vastly exceed the costs.
Well, in that case, I'd like to see some other options and maybe some more pictures of other houses that you guys have.
Alright, well, I'll help you explore your options. I'd be glad to show you some houses as well as some others that might be more in tune with your vision. So alternatively, we could look at property that's closer to the beach, and with a similar price range, probably not going to be able to get as big of land as you would on like Roscoe, but when you're a block or 2 away from the beach, you got the biggest backyard in the world. Like,
That's definitely a good trade-off.
Well, the most popular area is Ponte Vedra Beach, which very safe neighborhood, great community, great schools, great public school system, and I actually grew up in that area, so I can personally recommend it. Fantastic childhood, great families, a lot of friends.
Ponte Vedra High School.
Yeah, Ponte Vedra High School is awesome, and I'll show you some pictures and some maps of the area. Here's a project we built that was just off of Duval Drive, so it's pretty close to Jack's Beach.
Wow.
But it's in the Ponte Vedra area, and it's about a block away from the beach. This one was a little expensive, so let me show you a couple more that might be close to your price range.
That'd be great.
Now this one here is a little further down Pablo Road. The lots in this area aren't as expensive. They're about half an acre, so you'll still have a decent amount of yard. And this one's definitely more in your price range at about $150, I'd say. This one sold for. This is also one of our earlier projects. The family still lives there. We've only heard good things. And now we could also look at, I know that you're working at Beaches Baptist Hospital, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we can look at some Jack's Beach options. That way your commute will be a lot less far. And Jack's Beach is also less expensive to get property closer to the beach
That sounds
than Ponte Vedra would
definitely
be.
sounds like a possibility.
So let me show you some pictures of Jack's Beach and some maps. As you can see, there's plenty of Publixes, restaurants, a great area.
Yeah, it's very close to the hospital.
Yeah, and we could also try to find you one maybe a little bit further from like downtown Jack's Beach, so it won't be as loud later at night when you're trying to get the kids to sleep in the future. Something like that. And I had cousins that grew up in Jack's Beach. It's a good area to raise your kids. It's not all partying, you know. That's more further down the beach towards Neptune.
How would you say that your prices compare to your competitors in these areas?
Well, in these areas, when we have a house built in a similar location as one of our competitors, they're normally about the same price, but we do build our houses more sturdy than most of our competitors, and this is more expensive to build, but it's mostly just because we know a lot of hurricanes come through Northeast Florida, a lot of storms, disaster, floods, and we really want your house to withstand the test of time, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also we build a lot of homes in the Ponte Vedra Boulevard, which is one of the most expensive areas in Northeast Florida to build property.
Beautiful place.
Yeah, and that these properties obviously hike up our average price, given that we make more than our competitors do.
Yeah, safety is a very important factor for me, but I'd like to know a little bit more about your company.
All right. Well, yeah. Knowledge of the product's always important when it comes to decision making, and I don't have the authority to give you a trial run on one of the houses. Obviously, that's pretty unconventional tactic for house selling, but I do have the authority to run you through, just show you several of our houses in these areas that we've talked about, and just give you an idea of what our company's all about when it comes to design, architecture, and all of it. So, would you like to schedule this meeting?
Well, I'd like to get a chance to check out other companies before I make this decision.
Yeah, that's understandable, and really there's no pressure making the decision until you're ready. I just really want the chance to show you some of our houses, let you know what we're about.
I'm not sure I have time to meet this week. I have a very busy schedule.
Alright, well, we're definitely trying to work around your schedule. Does anything work for you next week? And again, we just really want to be the company that gets you the house of your dreams, and we strive to get you a big yard, close proximity to the beach, close to schools, whatever you want, you know?
That sounds good. I think I could possibly do something next Thursday.
Next Thursday would be perfect. I'll work out the details with Jack and BJ, and I'll send you an email on Tuesday and let you know what we're going with. Do you have any other comments, questions, or concerns?
No, everything sounds good.
Well, awesome. This was a great meeting. Great to meet with you. I'll see you on Thursday.
Likewise.